Hi guys, my name is Carolina. This is Carolina's Closet, and today we are transforming low-waist jeans into high-waist jeans or any kind of low-waist pants that you have. Let's transform them into wearable high-waist pants. I recently went thrifting and I thrifted a bunch of pants. And I got a bunch of low-waist pants because this thrift specifically, there were just like a bunch of things from the same brand. And this whole brand has like this low-rise jeans experience going on. I don't know what's wrong with them. I don't know why they're making so much low-waist jeans, but they were. And I grabbed a few. This is one of them, the one in the video. And I was like, I'm just going to get them because they were really, really cheap. And I will try to make them high-waisted. And I did. And I'm going to show you how to do that. And that's it. This is the video. Okay, so these are the pants. This is how they look before I change anything. They're a little bit long and they're very low-waisted. And I hate how they fit on me. I don't like it. But yeah, this is how they look. Hello. It feels criminally wrong to be wearing those pants. They're wrong. They shouldn't be allowed to be made. Like, I'm all for fashion. I'm all for making crazy things. I myself do some crazy things with the power of making clothes. But this shouldn't be allowed. This shouldn't be allowed to be mass-produced. These are extremely low-rise pants. The zipper is this big. It's wrong. But I don't feel comfortable in these. I feel wrong. It feels like a big portion of my body should be covered by these pants, and it's not being covered by these pants. So let's try and make this wearable. I'm going to cut some pieces from the bottom because they're actually really big on me, long-wise, like lengthwise, because I'm a short person. So these are also really long on me. So I'm cutting things from here and trying to put it on the waist so that I can wear it, because I cannot wear it like this. I'm not comfortable. Also, I will be voiceovering because there's a lot of noise going on around, and this is not great for a video, is it? So yeah, cue to me voiceovering, just making the things that I'm doing and putting my voice over. Okay, so the first thing we're doing is marking down the hem, so where I will be cutting to make the pants the right length for me. Okay, so here I'm just laying down the pants for you to see. As you can see, they're a little bit flared and they have the nice print. And this is me just measuring out the zipper. See, it's 6 centimeters. This is so small. And this is a comparison to a normal high-waist jeans. And they're 10 centimeters bigger. It's so much. Like, I was shocked. It's so much. Like, it's so small. Okay, so these are the things that we're going to be using. A tape measure, scissors, pins, and this is how they look. And a very important, a seam ripper. And we will be needing a zipper that's bigger than the one that is already in the pants. And we'll also be needing a sewing machine. Okay, so let's go straight into it. The first step is to seam rip the whole waistband. For that, you're just going to pick some seams, like some stitches on the top. And once you have a little bit of a hole there, you can go in with the seam ripper, with the little ball part, the red ball, towards the inside of the fabric, and you just kind of cut all of the thread at once in like a big motion. And you might struggle a little bit with the bell loop like I did, because they're really, really firmly stitched on. But then you just continue and you take your time to take the whole waistband out. And this is it, out of the pants. They're separated. And the next bit, we're just taking off the fly parts. So they're usually 2 parts plus the zipper. And this is a zipper. Look at how small it is. It's just so tiny. This is like infuriating. Like, it's so small. Okay, so let's take off the length of the pants. So for me, I needed to take 14 centimeters for it to be my height. So instead of 14 centimeters, I took out 11 centimeters because I left 2 centimeters for me to do the hem. and I would need roughly around 10 centimeters for the waist, so that worked out perfectly for me. Yay. And this is just me marking down what I would be cutting with the tape measure, and then I just use this like curved ruler, but you really don't need it. You can just go in with the tape measure and cut exactly the measurement from the bottom of the pant all the way to the measurement that you need. And this is me just mirroring what I cut out in the other leg, but you can also just like cut them both at the same time, the both of the legs. Yeah. Just a little message from future me. So I have to say something. I'm sorry about this, but I did absolutely rely in the fact that these jeans were too big on me lengthwise. I'm a short person, and I knew I was going to have to take a little bit of the length of the pants. And I did think this is a big advantage. Now, if you're not in this exact same situation that I am in, which is like low rise, but you have to cut fabric from the bottom because it's too long on you, I will give you a few options here. First, you turn those pants into some high-waisted shorts. Now, I know you didn't click in this video to turn your low-waisted pants into high-waisted shorts, but you have to meet me halfway. Like, we cannot magically make fabric appear from somewhere. Like, you just need more fabric. So you can just cut the leg like pieces up high on the thigh area, leave a few inches or a few centimeters more than what you need, and do the exact same things from now on. Now, you can be like, absolutely not. I clicked in this video because I wanted to make my pants high-waisted. I don't want shorts. I absolutely do not want shorts. You have a few options. First, they're the same options, but like just a little bit different. First, in all of them, you're going to the fabric shop. Preferably physically, just go there with your pants and try to find a color match. Go in the jeans section and just try to find a color match for the jeans that you have or the other fabric that you have there. Try to find a matching fabric with a matching color. If you have a print like me, you can try and find any color, like any similar color of the jeans of the print. So in this case, I would either go for a gray or a blue or a white to do this project. If they don't have a color that's like almost the same as the one that you have or one in your print, I would advise going for like a completely different color. Now hear me out. It is probably going to look a bit DIY-y, but it's about confidence. You make it, you made it, you wear it with confidence. I just think it's better to go for like a completely different color than to go to like a very similar color but you know it's off. Because if it's a completely different color, it's a stylistic choice. Maybe it's even designer, and they just chose to make it in completely different colors. But if you go for a color that's like really similar but they really don't match, like if your pants are blue and you go for a blue but they're clearly not the same blue, I just think they're not gonna look as nice. But that's your option. That's your option entirely. And yeah, those are your options if you don't have pants that are like longer on you like mine are on me. Okay, so now we'll be seam ripping the hems of the leg cutouts that we did, as well as cutting one of the side seams so that we're working with two big rectangles for our waistband. And this is me smoothing out the cut because we did cut in an angle because of the pants, but we're working with a straight rectangle. Okay, so that would be a little bit of a light change from this clip to the next one because I did do things in the wrong order, but I'm telling you the right order. So from now, with the pieces already cut out, you should overlock the edges of the pieces of fabric that we cut out from the bottom of the pants, as well as the whole around of the waist that we took the waistband from, because those are going to be raw edges when we unite them, and that's not really good, so we overlock it. If you don't have an overlocker, it's okay. You can only you can use a zigzag stitch on your normal sewing machine. And yeah, here in this clip I had already united the pieces of the waist, but I didn't have to do that. I did things in the wrong order. You can search them, overlock them separately. Okay, so now we're assembling everything. So the first thing that you should do that I kind of forgot to film is that you should fold one raw edge in of the waistbands. So the two pieces of rectangle that we have, you should fold in about around 1 centimeter and iron that, so that when we are assembling the pants, you are working with a folded in edge. And then you match the seams. So here I got one of the rectangles. I matched the center seam with the center seam of the back of the pants, and then on the side seams I cut the other piece of rectangle in half, and I put one in each side of the front. So we have the full waistband going around. And this is how it's looking. Remember, this clip I did film before overlocking because I did things like all wrong. But this is how it's looking. See, the raw edge of the waist is folded in and it has been ironed. And it goes all around trying to match the seams with the seams of the pants. And the inside is kind of raw, but it should be overlocked. So it's okay. And this is how it's looking. And now let's sew. And also I sewed everything with a straight stitch, and then I sewed everything again doing a double stitch. So I did one stitch and then I came parallel to it and just did another one, and this is how it looks. I think it gives a very pretty finishing, and it's similar to the seams that were already in the pants because they look like jeans finishings. They're just kind of a little lighter. The color doesn't really match. It's not a heavy duty needle, but it does the job. See, this is how it's looking. Yay. And this is the part of the video where you open another tab on YouTube and research how to sew a fly. Because it doesn't matter how many times you sew a fly on pants, you'll always forget how to do it. Because it's not complicated, but at the same time it's very complicated. This is the video that I used as research, and I'll also link it here below. I will attempt to explain how I did it, but I just kind of followed this video step by step. So as you can tell, I only have kind of scraps of fabric to work with to do the fly. Do not use the waistband because we're using that later. So these are the pieces that I have to join to make the fly pieces because I didn't have enough fabric on one to do. So these are the pieces all united, and now I have enough for the fly. Yay! So these are the pieces all cut out, and I actually cut the rounded one wrong. I should have done it on the opposite side. You'll be able to see on my pants they're kind of the wrong way around. Okay, so I used the waistband to do things in the right side. So basically this like round shaped piece of the fly goes in the same place, like the same side that the buttonhole, and then the rest goes in the other side. And here I really tried to explain with words how to do the fly, as you know, I followed my own video, and that was kind of impossible because I was just not being able to put into words what's happening. So basically this is a speed run of me putting the fly on, and if you're using this as a tutorial, I'm so sorry, but there's linked down below is the video on how to apply the fly to the jeans. Just follow it. And yeah, she doesn't even put words in her video, but you can understand everything, and it's such a good video. So yeah, I'm so sorry. And fly done. This is how it looks. See, it's so long. There's so much space to get in and to zip all the way to your belly button. And yeah, here I'm just showing that I'm actually going to do another stitch here. Yay, other stitch. I'm just double stitching just to make it the 2 stitches and make it pretty. And here I kind of ran out of bobbin, So yeah, this is me upset. And yeah, this is how it looks, all finished up with a double stitch. It looks really nice, really professional, really high-waisted. Yay! Okay, so we're almost done. We just have to put the waistband on. Yay! I just want to say, if you're making it all from like a spare fabric, just use the waistband as a template, as a pattern for the piece that you have to cut, and then you just do the same one. And you might need to go to a store to put a button on if you want a button like this, or just apply a different kind of button, and then you apply the waistband. This is just me showing how I did with the belt loops, because they were already in. I don't know how else to do it. So basically, careful with your fingers. I just was stitching on the waistband, and when I got near the belt loops, I went as far as I could, see, without going over the belt loop. And then I did a couple of back stitches, like front and back stitches, to really attach the belt loop. And then I get really near the belt loop. I put the needle up, I put the feet of the machine up, and I pass the belt loop through it, so like down, but without stitching it. And then I do some other back and forth, like back stitches and front stitches, and then I go and continue doing it. And this is me just doing it all over again, so that I have a double stitch, cute double stitch. So yeah, I just did this twice, and it was a little bit time consuming, but it was okay. And here on the end, we just cut the extra like yarn, the extra thread, because it's going to have a lot, like we have a lot of extra thread because of the belt loops. And yay, this is it. I'm so happy. It worked out. We have a nice high-waisted pants. And this is just me hemming the pants. I folded in one and then twice. I did a 1 centimeter hem because this is kind of how much I left to do it. And I finally broke my needle. Yay. It took me a long time. I almost got through the whole project without breaking it. It's kind of, wow. But yeah, I broke it and I had to replace it. And I just finished. And this is it done. Yay. I love it. I'm so happy with it. I'm clearly really happy about it. I'm going to use it so much. This is a comparison. Yeah, it's very much personal style. I really don't like low-waisted. I don't think it flatters me. I don't like it. I feel uncomfortable more than anything. And I love me a good high-waisted pants. And now we'll close and personal just to show some details. This is the fly, really big and gigantic, and it opens really far, and I'm so happy about it. It's so satisfying. And yeah, I'm just showing you some details. This is like the side pocket. I could have done like just a stitch just to follow it, but I didn't, and I don't know what I'm pointing to here. And the pockets, the back pockets, see, they're really down. I could have like replaced them and put them up here, but I just didn't want to. It's really stylistic, and you can barely see them because of the print. So yeah, and this is me very happy with my new pants. Yay. Bye. And that's the video. I'm very happy with the results. I can wear this now. I will wear it a lot. It's very comfortable. It's my sizing, because I have some pants that I don't wear because they're too small on me because I gained some weight. So I can wear these a lot now, and they're high-waisted. They're comfortable. I love them. There are definitely some like quirky things about them, like the pockets are a little bit too low. The front pocket that was already a fake pocket anyway, I didn't like continue it because I just was lazy, and so it's like a random little pocket in the middle of nowhere. But because my design has a print, it's not even that noticeable, and even if it was, I don't think it would bother me that much. The one thing that bothers me a little bit is the seam, like the seam that we did from like to make it high-waisted. It's a little bit like when you first put it on, but then your body gets used to it, so that's something. But I love it. I love the result. I love that I managed to do this, and it worked out. So I'm glad I didn't lose money thrifting those pants that I knew I wasn't going to wear if they continued being low-waisted pants. So yeah, let me know if you actually use it, like if it's actually useful to you, and consider giving me a like and a subscribe because I'm just starting my YouTube journey. And yeah, here are my social medias somewhere on the screen. And yeah, I see you in the next one in a few days. Bye bye.